Hi guys, my name is Siti Dura Aisyah binti Hamdan and my matrix number is 10DIB22F1033 and I am a student of Polytechnic Ungku Omar. And today I'll be sharing a little bit of basic about chess. Without further ado, let's start with the next slide.
Before we start playing chess, why don't we take a look at the history of chess? The history of chess goes back almost 1,500 years. The game originated in northern India in the 6th century and spread to Persia. When the Arabs conquered Persia, chess was taken up by the Muslim world and subsequently through the Moorish conquest of Spain spread to the southern Europe. Now, after we know about the history of chess, let's start with the introduction of chess. Step number 1 is the setup. The board is set up as shown in the picture. There should always be a white square at the closest right-hand side for both players. Remember that the queen must be on a square that matches her color. As for the turns, white always moves first, and players alternate turns. Players can only move one piece at a time, except when castling. As for the taking pieces, aka attack, players take pieces when they encounter an opponent in their movement path. Only pawns take differently than they move. Players cannot take or move through their own pieces. Let's move on to the second step, the pawn. The pawn movement. Pawns only move forward. On the first move, a pawn can move 1 or 2 spaces. Every subsequent move can only be 1 space. Pawns move diagonally to take opponent. Pawn promotion. If a pawn reaches the opposite side of the board, he is promoted to a higher piece, except king. There's no limit to how many pawns can be promoted. Now, moving to the third step, knowing the rook. Rooks move in a continuous line forwards, backwards, and side to side. Step 4. The knight. Knights are the only pieces that jump off the board. Unlike other pieces, they are not blocked if there are pieces between them and their destination square. To make it easier to remember how a knight moves, think of an L. 2 spaces in a direction forward, backward or side to side, and 1 space at a right turn. Step 5. The bishop. Bishop move in continuous diagonal lines in any direction. Step 6. The queen. The queen move in continuous diagonal and straight lines, forwards, backwards, and side to side. Now, we are on step 7. The one and only king. The king can move in any direction, 1 square at a time. A king cannot move to a square that is under attack by the opponent. Now moving to the step 8, check. A king is in check when an opponent's piece is in a position that can attack the king. A player must move their king out of check, block the check, or capture the attacking piece. A player cannot move their king into check. Step 9. Checkmate. Putting an opponent king in a checkmate is the only way to win the game. A king is in checkmate if it is in check. The opponent's piece that has the king in. The opponent's piece that has the king in check cannot be captured. The check cannot be blocked and the king cannot move to a square that is not under attack. In the illustration, the white queen has the black king in check, and all the spaces where the king can move can be attacked by the queen. The king cannot attack the queen because the knight is protecting the queen. The black bishop cannot block the queen. This is a checkmate. Last but not least, step 10, the stalemate. Stalemate is a tie. It is achieved if there are no legal moves for a player to make. In this illustration, it is white's turn. All spaces around the king are being attacked, but the king is not in check. Therefore, it cannot move. The only other white piece, the pawn, is blocked by the king. Because movement is impossible, the game is a stalemate. If white had another piece somewhere on the board that was not blocked, it would have to move. The game would continue as usual.
Now let's talk about why and what makes me choose to play chess. Number 1, it is because it stimulates my brain to think of genius ideas to win. And not only that, chess also gives an opportunity for me to get rid of unforgettable emotions. Last but not least, the conclusion. The conclusion is I never feel regret to get know about chess and to play with it. So whoever haven't tried it yet, please do give it a try. It is fun. I promise you, you will get addicted to it. That's all from me. Thank you for now. Thank you for your ears. Thank you for your time. Have a great day ahead, guys. Assalamualaikum.